Namaste, Vanakkam, Har Har Mahadev. This is going to be the second video of my playlist Why Stock Market. If you have not checked the previous video, please do visit my channel and the playlist Why Stock Market. The first video has already been uploaded. Now this is the second topic. What is stock market? The first questions, if you ask someone what is stock market, their very quick answer is 21 days paisa double. But it's not it like that. In a way it is also like that. But in majority we cannot say that no, there is no such thing called paisa double in 21 days. If anyone is doing that, is not at all ethical way. It's completely unethical. There is some scam or something, like this guy got robbed. I don't know many of you, if you're able to understand this sarcasm, you must have watched this movie, the Lakshmi Chit Fund, 21 दिन में पैसा double. If you have not, you must watch this. That was the very early disclaimer, not disclaimer, but a full movie dedicated to not to fall for such greed. At the end, this guy lost everything, each and every single penny of his own, which he invested. Not at all invested, that's a complete gambling. But there is no such thing exist in anywhere which can double your money in just 21 days ethically. Yeah, some stocks do such thing, but that's take lots of efforts and years of experience to do so, and to recognize that on particular time, that how many times it's gonna take. So let's go to the topic, what is stock market. So we'll go with the basics. The stock market, that's a financial marketplace where individuals and institutions buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. So what is individual? Individual is like retailers. Retailers, who are retailers? Me, you, the viewers, each and every citizen who invest solely in stock market with their own savings, a salary holder, whoever is an individual, or you can call it as a retailer. Now who are institutions? Institutions are like banks, PSUs, like LIC is an institution, HDFC Bank is a hedge fund and an institution. So they all do buy and sell. Only difference is we can buy max to max. If the stock for 100 and 1000 rupees, we can buy how many? Maximum 100 in quantity, 500, 1000 quantity. But the institution trade in bulk. Since they have huge money, so they trade in bulk. I'll come to that part later in the upcoming videos, how the psychology is built behind institutions and retailers, how they dominate the market, how institution dominates the market, or why it is said that no, there are big players, big sharks who run the market. I'll come to that later part, but let's understand what is stock market. So we all trade in such company who are listed on the stock exchange. So what is publicly traded companies? In the last video I have explained. Let's say if Tata Motors want to expand, or they have some upcoming projects, if they want to raise funds for that, they'll make their shares available on the stock exchange, through which public or retailers or institution can buy and sell, through which they'll earn the money. They'll gather the huge funds and you can use in the expansion of their company. Now stock market is a thing where that's a market where lots of stocks are listed and we do trade. How? The next question is how. So that is stock exchanges. Stock exchanges are the organized and regulated platforms. They are regulated. Who regulates the Indian stock market? That is SEBI, Stock Exchange Board of India. Now who regulates it? Then exchange. Where do we buy and sell the shares? So where stocks are bought and sold. Examples of well-known stock exchanges include the New York Stock Exchange, that is NYSE, NASDAQ, S&P in the United States, then London Stock Exchange, LSE, and in the upcoming part I'll discuss the global markets. So I'll tell you all the stock exchanges country wise which we should observe before trading. And just to understand the global sentiment if you are trading in intraday, I'll tell you that in the upcoming part. So for India, there are two stock exchange, that is NSE and BSE. NSE is National Stock Exchange and BSE is Bombay Stock Exchange. To be more precise, Nifty belongs to NSE and Sensex belongs to BSE. The next point is investors. I discussed this early. Individuals and institutional investors. Individual like me, you, retailers. If we want to invest, we can, for example, again we can buy and sell. Buy Tata Motors as an investment. I have invested in Tata Motors. Once the price go up, I'll sell, and that will be my profit. That's called investment. There are many who do investment for short term, like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, but there are many who do investment for long terms. So stock market is a place where people invest as well to build wealth. Like individual and institutional investors such as mutual funds, pension funds and hedge funds participate in the stock market by purchasing shares of companies. Okay, so let's understand this part now here. Stock market is like, with just one example I'll give you something, exposure of a thing like Apple. You all have heard of Apple. Why US is called the mother of all the market? Reason being, they have such potential and such a huge fund. Apple alone in the US market has market capital of $3 trillion, which is equal to Indian stock market entire. So one side we have just one stock of Apple, one stock of US market, that is Apple, and on the other hand we have the entire Indian market. So can you understand the market capitalization? One nation stands in front of the just one stock, that is Apple. So they also participate in market. That kind of mutual funds, pension funds, and this EPFO of India. What they do, they EPFO, just to understand a basic concept about this. If you're earning pension, or let's say you have provident fund, that is PF. The provident fund, let's say your salary is 10,000 and 1,500 is your PF. That goes to your PF account. That PF, the provident fund account, what happened to that PF, the amount which is saved there, they give you interest, some 3 to 4% interest annually. How they are giving? The PF, that provident fund organization, that EPFO, which once they have, it's like, just imagine how many employers are there in India. So once they have huge fund by cutting a few amount of each salary, they are like huge fund. They again been an institutions. So EPFO is also an institution. They invest that amount in stock market. They can invest, they do trading as well. So once there is a bulk order, if in stock market with such institution, they actually dominates the market. I have just given you a glimpse how they dominate in the market. In the later part we'll discuss it in more broad way. So these are the companies who invest in stock markets. They have their expertise. They are like CFAs, CAs who do analysis of the stocks based on their sectors, based on their upcoming projects, which actually helps them to invest in that. And with their profit, let's say an average target of any institution, I'm talking average, is like 10% to 20% annual return, not more than that. 10 and 20% is huge. It's like they'll be partying on some beach if they have earned 20% any institution. So 10 to 20, max to max they go to 15, occasionally they go to 20 as well. They can earn 20% annual return on their complete investment. And how much they are giving out of 20? 3 to 4%. Same goes with bank as well. Banks also, on fixed deposit, they give you max 6, 7, that's max to max, I'm saying 5 to 8 within that. So what they do, they take your money, they invest in the stock market, they give loans to someone, and then the profit they earns, they share a few part of that with the guy who has invested. That's how investors rotate their money in the stock market. So investors can profit from stock ownership in two main ways: through capital appreciation, the increase in the stock price, like I'll say the EPFO invested in some huge amount in Tata Motors at let's say at 150 rupees, and when the Tata Motors went up to 180 rupees, they sell the stock. So their profit is 30 rupees for one share. They buy like millions of share, from 30 lakh, 40 lakh, 50 lakh, depends what their calculation is. It's just a rough example. So, and the second one is through dividends. Dividends I have already talked in the last video in why stock market. That's how when the stock price goes up, they can book the profit. And the secondary is through dividends. Every quarter they get the company share their profit amount with the investors. So that's how they earn through stock market. There are many other ways through that, but as I told, I'll just discuss the major. Now indices. On stock market, indices also exist. What are the stock indices? So S&P 500, S&P 50, Dow Jones, Nasdaq. These are used to track the performance of a group of representative stocks. I'll just give you a glimpse of indices. Like in India, Nifty Bank. Nifty Bank consists of 12 major banks of India. In the upcoming video, I'll discuss that as well in sectors. Yeah, in sectors or the indices. I have a topic indices as well. So index or indices are made up of combination of stocks. Like Nifty Nifty 50 is made up of 50 stocks. So not a single index is indexes are made up of stocks, a combination of stock, a group of stocks which being traded in the indexes. These can provide a snapshot of the overall health and direction of the stock market. So combining all the stocks, like Nifty 50 has highest like the top most India's 50 stocks combination. The Nifty 50 index is the 50 stock is the combination of 50 stocks of India, high beta stocks. So let's say if Nifty 50 is going up, we can say that no, Indian economy is in healthy condition. But if alone Nifty 50 is going down, just by seeing Nifty 50 condition, we can decide the health. No, it's not at all in good health. There must be something, because Nifty 50 consists of the top 50 stocks which actually represent and they contribute more and more amount in the economy of India. So just by seeing one index, we can analyze and represent that how's the health of that particular country. Now commodities are also being traded in stock market, that is crude, gold, silver. These all things are our commodities. Currencies are also being traded, like USD INR, and then USD Canadian dollars. These things also people trade these to sometimes they do invest in USD INR, and the currency, that is forex trading. These things are based on stock market. What is forex trading? I'll just give you a glimpse. Let's say you're going to United States, you have planned to go to USA, and you are an Indian guy, and the moment you land in India, or prior to landing or prior to board the flight a day before, you go to some currency exchange store, and you changed your currency. It's like for currently one USD is equal to 82 rupees. So 1 USD is equal to 82 rupees. So you did a forex transaction over there. That's what forex trading is. So that's it in the what is stock market video, and stay tuned for the later upcoming videos. You'll get a glimpse of what and why stock market.